Today we're talking about how to actually achieve more in less time than most people do their entire life. But here's the thing, this is not your typical productivity advice. I used to be that person. I used to work countless hours. I would drown myself in productivity apps and videos and just thought to myself that I need to work harder. So I burned out hard. You're probably thinking this is another like one of those morning routine lectures or whatever, or some app advertisement. But the thing is, this isn't about adding more to your plate. This is about a fundamental shift that most people never realize their whole entire life. So they're just stuck in this hamster wheel of busy. I'm going to show you exactly step by step on how to make this shift, because once you understand this simple principle, everything changes. Here's something that most productivity gurus don't tell you, and it's just that traditional productivity advice sucks. It is just fundamentally broken and it's just not efficient. Imagine working your whole entire life, and most people are dying at age 80, and you work and work and work a 9-to-5 job, you retire at age 60, and you are left with barely any time left to actually live. The fact that this was drilled into us as kids is so scary. So it's not about cramming more tasks into your day or optimizing your calendar to the very last minute. So the secret is strategic elimination and purposeful focus. I'm going to give you a little challenge. This is called the 80-20 impact. I challenge you to just think. Think about the last month. How many of your activities that you have done in that past month actually help you achieve your goals? Actually helps you move closer to your goals. The truth is that most people spend 80% of their time on tasks that only generates 20% of their results. And we're going to flip that equation now. So here are the 3 core principles to actually fix that. Like I said, most people add more to their plate, but we will subtract. And I'm talking about tasks that don't even mean anything to you, that don't help you in the long run, or things that could just be simplified and don't waste your time as much, and simply decisions that don't even matter in the long run. I'm talking about things for if you have a work meeting, that could be totally put into an email. Things that could just be simplified into a smaller task that don't require that much of your effort and time. Because time is invaluable. It's something that you can never get back, no matter how much money you have, no matter who you are. So ask yourself, what if I could only work 2 hours a day? I could only work 2 hours a day. What would be that absolute thing that I have to achieve right now, no matter what happens? Next, understand yourself. Truly, understand yourself to the core. I want you to make a list of your hobbies, your passions, and what you enjoy throughout the day. Then once you make that list, I want you to write if it replenishes your energy or drains your energy. For example, I used to love gaming a lot when I was a teenager, and that would be my coping mechanism for stress. But now that I'm older, I realize that if I spend too much time on the game, it does not help me anymore. It actually makes me stressed out. So for me, I put down maximum a few hours a week, and then it drains my energy. So things like that. So as long as you know yourself really to the core, it's easy for you to make decisions and say yes or no to certain things, because you'll know if it will help you or it actually will be your downfall. Next is something actually super important. I think multitasking is a myth. I know, I said it. I don't think you could really fully accomplish tasks juggling different things at 100%. I think it's actually costing you more time than you even realize. So instead of juggling multiple priorities, I want you to just focus on one. Then I want you to break it down into daily milestones that are accomplishable. Then work on it in a time block throughout the day. I would say maybe 90 minutes, or you could expand it or decrease it depending on how you like it. I think 90 minutes is a good time. Eliminate any distraction. So turn off your phone, do whatever you need to do, get those apps that lock you down or on your browser or something, or whatever that you need to accomplish. I want you to eliminate that distraction for that time period. And now I just wanted to remind you all that small compounds go into big wins. I know we all heard of that 1% rule, where if you improve 1% every day, you'll be 37 times better at the end of the year. So small compounds will lead to big success, but only if your system is right. Only if your goals and your micro goals are right. That's just an important keynote that we all have to remember. So to help you all out, I created this little guideline that I think you can do, and I also do this as well. So I make Sunday as a planning day, because I feel Monday is the first day of the actual week, and Sunday is that pre-planning day. So yeah, Sunday is your planning day. I want you to review your long-term goals and then break it down to monthly goals, and then try to make it into weekly goals. Then I want you to actually figure out, how am I going to achieve this in that week? So your goal should be something that's that's actionable, not just result orientated, but something that you can actually look forward to and accomplish. I think that results can be okay as a goal, but I think it has to also be reasonable, and there should be something more than just results. Focus on more like the system rather than the result. Now I also want you to choose one priority for that week to focus on, so then you can actually create actionable results for that one single goal. Now, daily wise, like I said, I want you to set like a time block each day and eliminate all distractions for that day. Then for the evening, this is what I do actually every single night, but you don't have to. You could do it every 2 days or every 3 or every week. Actually, it's really flexible, up to you. I have this thing where I write down quickly in my notes section like what was the highlight of that day and what did I do well. And if, for example, you didn't like something that you did, try to improve it for that next day. I think one thing that I was truly inspired by was this quote by Bruce Lee. One thing that he said is that it's not the daily increase, but the daily decrease. Hack away at the unessential. To actually succeed and be productive, it's actually eliminating things that don't matter to us. Now, to help you out, just a little boost, I want to point out 5 quick ways you could just do it now. First is a 2-minute rule, as everyone knows. If you can do it in less than 2 minutes, just get it out of your way. Just do it. I believe in you. Next is that power hour. Choose 1 hour to focus and eliminate all those distractions that are distracting you. I call this like the deletion method or whatever. If your to-do list has multiple things that you want to do throughout the day, then just highlight one thing that you want to do that you have to achieve during that day. Then the rest could be like sub goals basically, so you're not too overwhelmed, and that as long as you accomplish that one goal, you're perfectly fine. You've done your part. So that way you can always stay happy and just know that you still have a little bit more things to do throughout the week if you need to, but it's optional. So I just want you to eliminate them and focus that sometime else. Next is the evening reset. I want you to take 10 minutes before your bed. I want you to just write down the highlight of that day and just call me reset for the next day. I think like having that self-care moment is really helpful for you to keep on going and focus on that one priority that you need to do. And yeah, then I think another thing is just also within that self-care time to make sure you also have time for yourself. Obviously more than 10 minutes, but whatever that you had in that list that I told you to create before, to just implement something that actually replenishes your energy. So I just want to point out things that are kind of inefficient, but we know better by now. It's this busy trap. Busy does not mean that you're working. Busy just means that you're aimlessly living to feel productive when you're not actually being productive. And also, stay focused on your objective. There are always going to be many opportunities that pop out that will distract you. There's always going to be so many options that seem better but aren't. So pick and choose wisely, learn to say no, and learn when it's okay to keep going. Extraordinary things don't come with extraordinary hours. They come from making choices that actually help you move forward and actually managing your time efficiently and creating systems that actually get you there. I'm actually going to give you a action plan to start. I actually created this whole template for you, so check it out. It's right below in the description link, and I hope this helps. So the difference between average or exceptional isn't luck or anything. It's about making conscious choices on actually where you spend your time and energy. So let me know in the comments, what are you going to make your one priority for this week? And also let me know what you want to see next. If you found this valuable, please hit the subscribe button and like. This helps the channel so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you all.